Hello from one of the most southerly points on the English map. We have travelled to the Vitality Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Bournemouth up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
And the starting 11 for Bournemouth.
Well, it's a 4-5-1, but with three of the midfield players giving close support to the centre forward, and the other two sitting deeper. Also watch out for the fullbacks getting forward at every opportunity. They do like to get crosses into the box. Good luck.
Introducing the Spurs starting 11. Dejan Kulusevski plays with Heung-min Son out wide, and the striker is the very creative and eye-catching Richarlison.
Thank you for attending the game at the Vitality Stadium. Enjoy the match.
And the game begins. Pedro Porro. Pat Matar Sarr. Richarlison. Might really be able to trouble them here. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Well, I think many would agree Heung-min Son seems to be at the peak of his powers now. In what way might he contribute today, Stuart?
Well, he's the most creative player on the field. He can run with the ball, he can get himself out of tight situations, he can see a pass, he's very creative with his play. I think he's going to be the outstanding player today.
Richarlison. Maddison with it. Has eyes for goal. Oh, that's a fine save. Favouring the short one. Can he finish? What a block! Well, Bournemouth couldn't keep it. Maddison. Really good build-up, but no end product. Now breaking at pace. Potential danger. Solanke. Pedro Porro. That's not a bad ball. Well, no problems defensively. Philip Billing. Dominic Solanke. Solanke. Oh, tremendous vision. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Son. Richarlison. And he read it well. Well, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Just the challenge that was required. James Maddison. Son. And a chance to whip it in here. Keeping the ball moving. And drawing it back. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Short corner favoured. Son. On to Richarlison. A goal! 1-0. A fully deserved advantage based on what we've seen.
Well, here it is again, and just look how he turns away from his marker and then gets his shot away. That's a very good goal, you have to say.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Philip Billing. Christie. Well, passing moves like this will build confidence. Aarons. Semenyo. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. Must score! Richarlison. That is how to keep it out of the net. And that was a very fine read. Making progress. Richarlison. Well, failure to keep the ball by Tottenham. Dominic Solanke. Teammates available. Delivered into the area here. Oh, that is extraordinary! True athleticism to make contact in that fashion, and it's one of the finest goals you're ever likely to see. Simply stunning.
Well, what a piece of skill this is. It had everything: agility, technique and power. It's a great goal.
Back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Kluivert. Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. Philip Billing. Semenyo. Now with Ryan Christie. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. He's blocked it. And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. Billing. Long way out this. Well, the keeper did his job. Didn't really have to work hard, in all honesty. Semenyo. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Happy to shoot. What a block! Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Richarlison. And in a perfect position to cut it out. Romero. Papmatar Sarr. And now with Kulusevski. Richarlison. Is it going to be? Richarlison! Great defending here. And he's done well to tip it over the bar. Corner kick then for Spurs. It's a short one. Very quick thinking there. Aarons. Philip Billing. Solanke. Got in the way of it. Son. Now with Maddison. And he cuts inside. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Plenty of support here. But the danger averted for now. Max Aarons. Well, we're almost at the halfway stage and they're not making home advantage work for them one little bit here. Stuart, your assessment?
I have to say, Derek, they haven't played well. They've been slow in possession, they've been poor defensively, and they've lacked a cutting edge. They need to perform much better than this.
Now breaking at pace, potential danger. Bissouma. Son. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Antoine Semenyo. Christie. Joe Rothwell. Aarons. Billing. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Might be a chance to break. Son. He could pick out a teammate. Makes the move to the inside. Looking for the angle. And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
And the referee blows the whistle. The first half is in the history books here at the Vitality. Well, an honest assessment, Stuart, would be that he hasn't really been on top of his game in attack.
Yeah, he just hasn't been able to affect the game so far. He hasn't had too much of the ball, but even when he has, he's not looked threatening.
And this confrontation is underway. Has eyes for goal. Oh, that's a fine save. Keeping the ball moving. Son. On to Richarlison. A goal! 1-0. A fully deserved advantage based on what we've seen. Delivered into the area here. Oh, that is extraordinary! True athleticism to make contact in that fashion. Richarlison. And he's done well to tip it over the bar. Corner kick then for Spurs. Makes the move to the inside. Looking for the angle. And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Philip Billing. Intercepted effortlessly. Son. Well, it can be so difficult to play against a confident passing team when you're trailing. Now, perhaps they can counter from here. Richarlison. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Might be able to produce from this position. Determined defending. Richarlison. He has teammates around him. But nothing comes of it. Kluivert. Getting through fantastic work here just to keep possession. Can they convert? The referee has given a corner. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Well, the short corner routine. Joe Rothwell. And making the move to the inside. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. James Maddison. On the ball, Richarlison. Heung-min Son. Well, nothing productive, really. A Spurs free kick it's going to be. Well, the footballers have an internal radar. The radar wasn't working that time.
Yeah, I'm assuming he won't be taking the next one.
Philip Billing. Kluivert. Well, they've given him too much space. That's a useful cross. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Bissouma. Richarlison. Now can they counter clinically? Maddison. And he read it well, intercepting it. 30 minutes to go then. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there? Well, the card is out, and it's yellow.
Yeah, it's clumsy and it's late. Definitely a yellow card.
Christie. Solanke. Aarons. And credit due, a good intervention. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Son. They've regained possession. Spurs get the advantage from the referee. Looking for someone to play it to. And it's come off the keeper. Kluivert. Billing with it. Dominic Solanke. Here's Kluivert. Moore. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. This might be ideal for the counter. James Maddison. And Hove with it. Oh, really close, just over the top. Good refereeing, waiting for a natural pause before booking him. Spurs to make a personnel switch now. Joe Rothwell. Kiefer Moore. Billing with it. A danger here as he runs at them. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. "20 minutes to go in this one. Son. Bissouma. On to Richarlison. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Now breaking at pace. Potential danger. And blocked there. Son. Now with Emerson. Son. It's Son's ball into the middle. Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Joe Rothwell. Kiefer Moore. Now with Ryan Christie. Billing. And taking it away. Richarlison. Richarlison. And now with Kulusevski. Back with Richarlison. Rivière. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Well, a bit of an unforced error, and it's going to be a throw.
Coming off the pitch, number 7, Son. To be replaced by number 14, Ivan Perisic.
Richarlison. Given away by Tottenham. Moore. Now with Solanke. Might be a chance to break. Will they profit from this situation? And it might be. Oh, great block. Well, nearly there. This game almost over. And looking at the fans, Stuart, they appear to me to be more than a bit gutted.
Well, they just never got going. People will point fingers towards the centre-backs and keeper, and to be fair, they've been poor, no doubt about that. But they haven't had much protection. There's been so much space for their opponents to operate in, and they've had a field day. The final whistle can't come soon enough.
Tremendously strong in the tackle. Well, punched clear, and he's clear as lines. Excellent block. Now room to roam for Spurs on the wing. There's Sheikh. What can he do from here? Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went.
Coming off the pitch.
And they're making a change.
Joe Rothwell. Coming onto the pitch, number 4, Lewis Cook.
Lewis Cook. Can they take advantage? Well, I must say it did look so promising, but the flag is raised. Offside the verdict, Stuart.
Well, he's just too eager there. It's the right run, but he's made it too early.
And Bournemouth losing possession. No foul, Spurs advantage. And it's opening up. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
Goal for Tottenham
A
Hotspur.
lopsided contest, 4-0. In position here to protect the ball. Philip Billing. Here's Kluivert. And making headway. And a decent delivery. Well, clattered away. Solanke. Well, they have the advantage. That's good refereeing. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Solanke. He's blocked it. Corner kick played in. Oh, he saved it well. And taking care of the situation. And the referee blows for full time. Not what Bournemouth fans had in mind, this. A defeat. What did you make of it?
It was the nature of the performance more than anything else. They never got out of second gear and were completely dominated all over the park. Tell you what, though, I wouldn't want to be in that dressing room right now.
Well, this man has given us plenty of reasons to dwell on his performance, hasn't he, Stuart?
Well, I have to say, that was impressive. Not just his goals, but his all-round play. He was excellent.
Son. On to Richarlison. A goal! 1-0. A fully deserved advantage based on what we've seen. Delivered into the area here. Oh, that is extraordinary! True athleticism to make contact in that fashion. Richarlison. And he's done well to tip it over the bar. Corner kick then for Spurs. Makes the move to the inside. Looking for the angle. And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. The referee has given a corner. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up. No foul, Spurs advantage. And it's opening up. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder...